to the Switch 2. So I'm just gonna put this on for the record, just to show that I actually am on the Switch 2. Different bottom line. You see, you have the little game chat thing, so we know we're on the Switch 2. And yeah, so nothing really to it here. So let's see, I'm just gonna make sure casual because I tried to do that last month and things went awry. So hopefully this time, despite having no practice, things go a little bit better. So I'm really just hoping for the best. All right. I know I said that I'm hoping for the best here. I really have no hopes for this. I had zero practice whatsoever. Maybe playing a little bit, but in terms of actually practicing, no dice there. So I'm just kind of winging it here with the Switch 2. So yeah, let's see how we do.
The mission is on! Let's go!
This is a really bad start. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. This is the worst start that I could have asked for. Come on. Still need to get used to the bigger size of Joy-Cons too.
Well done, everyone.
I'm so used to the Switch 1 Joy-Cons that switching to the Switch 2 ones, I have to get used to the bigger size of the controllers because now the button placements are slightly off from what I'm used to. I could just go back to the Switch 1 Joy-Cons, but the Switch 2 ones feel more tactile, so I kind of want to try these out.
Oh no! A new mobile suit enters the scene! Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
This is definitely the roughest start I've had to any quest mission run. So I am low-key hoping that things just kind of get better from here.
Both teams are engaged in the battle!
Alright, there we go. First one done. Albeit really,
That's it!
really
The battle's
sloppy,
over.
but you know what?
Mission
Sometimes
cleared.
things do be like that. Alright. Let's see.
This is the coming!
Alright, mission 2. At least everything feels a lot better to play with the Switch 2 right now. Just kind of just doing all the basic functions, upgrading, going through the menus and stuff. Everything does feel a lot better. So now the question is loading times. How much does the Switch 2 cut down on loading times in the grand scheme of things? That's the thing that I want to see.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Alright, we shouldn't be too bad here. There we go.
Mission cleared! Let's keep going!
If there's anything I'm hoping for in terms of the loading times, I'm hoping that for the loading times for the later missions get I'm hoping that the Switch 2's hardware is able to help cut down on that a little bit, because I remember back in previous runs, one of the things I was always worried about was once I got to the latter half of the run, the Switch 1 would just start to suffer from long loading times and whatnot. And then the problem only feels more exacerbated with the since with each wave in the later levels you have more waves to deal with, more such enemies. So then it just feels like the problem gets a little bit more exacerbated with each and every
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
with each and every set.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
Alright, there we go. I still need to get used to the speed at which things are moving right now. At least gameplay-wise too, is a lot more smoother, a lot less drops in frames. But I think on the flip side, I got so used to that it's showing right now for me dropping various maneuvers and whatnot and inputs. That's just from me just not being used to smoother gameplay, and it's showing. I have to get used to this now.
Congratulations! This mission was a success!
Alright, not doing too bad though. Not doing too bad. Hopefully after the first 5 or so missions after chapter 1, hopefully I should have de-rusted, since I haven't had a proper chance to actually de-rust. So the first 5 missions of this run are my one shot to completely de-rust, or do however much I can. The moment we hit mission 6, it's go time. We have no choice but to just keep going. Excuse me.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
There we go, not too bad. A little bit slow on that. That is always a rough one to get, because I have to fly it across the whole map
Mission cleared! Well
to
done,
get to that
everyone.
one. Also, especially since at that point it's a little bit rough to try and get 4 bars of X gauge to get the extra speed boost. Did I take out everyone? Okay, then.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
Alright, there we go, not too bad.
Mission cleared! Let's keep going!
Alright, then last one. Let's see what we can do here.
It's time for the final
Oh wow,
fight to
okay.
settle it all!
I was gonna try and deploy funnels later, but alright, funnels already kinda did their thing.
Great!
Alright, let me just get this. And we'll just move along to mission 4. I'm trying to think. For the raid boss battles, I was able to test this a little bit before the stream, but at least for mission 4, boss battles load so much more quickly now. Instead of having to wait quite a bit for the boss for the level to load, the level now loads a lot more quickly now. Or not really, I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky a little bit. I think it was after the launch sequence. Okay, there we go.
Get ready! The mission is about to start! MAs have strong attacks.
There we go,
and
not too
skills.
bad.
Be careful! Mission cleared! Well
Alright,
done,
we
everyone.
are barely set up for the next fight. So I just have to hope that I pull this off right. And if I do, then we should be looking good for the rest of chapter 1.
Perfect grade. A
There we
strong
go.
enemy appears. That's it. The battle's over. Mission clear.
Not too bad. Alright, not too bad. I was worried that I was gonna miss that, but thankfully things did line up there to make that happen. Oh no, why?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I know I'm offline.
this is them.
You know what? First time on the Switch too, so talking to the yellow Petigi is mandatory. I'll give myself that one. I'll give myself that 2-3 second time loss. Talking to the yellow Petigi on a fresh run. Well, I know I stopped doing it when I was on Switch 1, but since this is the Switch 2, new console, so it is mandatory that we talk to the yellow Petigi, pay 2-3 seconds for an additional bit of good luck. Alright, I believe we climb up over here. Then we should be set for the boss. Or the mini boss for this level.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene. Mission clear.
If I do
Let's
still
keep
save
going.
time at the end of the day, throughout the whole run, I'm gonna be surprised. I already see that we're already saving time to begin with. So, even with mission 1, with how badly I blundered that, I still was able to at least cut a second off that, which is really nice. Set 2 should just be around here. And then last bit should just be down here.
Oh my!
Okay, never mind. I don't know why I did that. I thought I would get the double Zeta with that one, but I guess not.
Mission cleared. Keep up the good work.
Alright, let's see how we do here.
Both teams are
There we go, not too
engaged in
bad.
the battle. Congratulations! This mission was a success.
Alright, let's see. We are We're almost a minute and a half ahead just by jumping to the Switch 2 now. So this looks really promising in terms of how much time we can save just by going on Switch 2. This is promising. Alright, mission 6. So from here, now it's, as I said, it's go time. I want to see how much time I save for this run, because then that might influence my decision to revisit Main Story Plus and see if I can cut down my record on that a little bit. I believe my record for that is still a sub 3, not a sub 2.5. If I could get to sub 2.5, I would gladly take that on the Switch 2. If anything, it still won't be a world record, but for going on Switch 2, I will gladly take that. Alright, we should be down here by the end. Not too bad.
Mission cleared. Let's keep going.
Alright. So right now I'm just thinking to myself, because in the previous run I was able to hit a sub 1 minute on every wave in this run. So I'm hoping that if I could recreate that, then at least I won't have to do so much practice to get myself back up to speed. Right now I'm just definitely a little bit slow from not having played seriously in a while, and also for being on a new console.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene.
So I'm definitely not up to the level that I know that I could play at the moment.
Mission cleared. Well done, everyone.
There we go.
Ready, go! Great! Another mission.
Alright, not doing too bad here, not doing too bad. Alright, what's the next one? 7? Yeah, 7 is the first one that deviates from the typical formula here. So once I know I hit 7, then it's 14, and then 24. Those are the only missions that deviate from their supposed supposed formula of whether they're rout the enemy or kill the specific target or boss rush. Alright, let's see what we could do here. Unicorn shouldn't be that bad at the end. As long as we walk in with enough X gauge, then we should be able to make really quick work of the boss at the end.
Let's go!
Alright, just need to keep going on forward. There we go. Then just head down to the end here. Beautiful.
Mission cleared. Keep up the good work.
Alright, what else do we have to do here? I believe this is going to be just the same as Mission 5, at least for the start of it. It's like a little bit different, but the starting positions are mostly the same. Alright, there we go.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package.
Alright, I forgot to do the cancel for that, but that's fine.
Mission
We still have 4
cleared.
bars.
Well
That
done,
is more than enough to... That should be more than enough to take out the perfect rate unicorn.
Unbelievable.
There we go.
The PG has just
Not too
joined
bad.
the battle. That's it. The battle's over. Mission cleared.
Alright, what are we looking for here? 8? 8? Let's see. Oh, we're going back to Choco Mountain with this one. Which, speaking of Choco Mountain, I did finally get the chance to try out Mario Kart World last night. And short comment, I'll try and just drop thoughts along the way in between missions. But I would say first and foremost, the whole free roam thing was the best addition that Mario Kart could have ever gotten. Because even just going through free roam, it is so fun. And the fact that you can still unlock vehicles since the coins you collect there count, so god tier. It is right now by far my most favorite mode in Mario Kart World. Alright, back to the run.
Mission is on. Let's go.
Oh, so I went all the way in the back. Oh no, that was the one all the way in the back. Yeah, that's the one all the way in the back. Rip me. Last 2 should be at the back here though. Last 2 should be at the back. So not the end of the world,
Here comes the ace. Have we got what it
but
takes?
yeah, as I said, definitely not playing well since I have not played. I have not done these runs. Oh, I haven't had the chance to
Well done, everyone.
do serious practice, so even going back to my guide that I made, still a little bit shaky since I don't have that knowledge intuitively like within me anymore. I have to get back into that if I can find the time to do all that. Oops, forgot to cancel again, that's fine. Where's the last one? Okay, we should be good though. Last one, those 2 should definitely be in the back here.
Here comes the ace. Have we got what it takes?
Okay, we should be good. There we go.
Mission cleared. Keep
Oh,
up
what's the
good
last
work.
group here? It was... Okay, other side, so we have to fight Ariel and 2 Darrow Blades.
Both teams are engaged in the battle.
Okay, a little bit on the slow side, but hey, we still got him.
Congratulations.
I was thinking
This
I could
mission
get away
was
with the
a
shotguns,
success.
but I probably need to practice with them again, since it's been a bit. And I've only really given them a somewhat serious shot on the last run, which I didn't even post, by the way. I have saved, but I never posted it because since I was gonna get a Switch 2 soon, I figured, hey, let me give this another shot down the line. And after I've gotten more used to this specific build, I still believe in integrating the Mercury shotguns into the funnel missile build, but right now it's really just more so of a case of just having to get used to it and getting used to knowing when to go funnels, not funnels, but when to go missiles versus when to pull out the guns. So it's kind of just trying to figure out how to micromanage that still. There we go. Slightly underprepared for the Hashmal, but I think for that we just need Atomic Bazooka and missiles, and that should clean that up relatively quickly. Just wanted to see if we could get close enough. There we go.
Congratulations! This mission was a success!
Not too bad. So let's see how we're doing here. Let's see how we're doing. We're getting really close now. If we do this right, I wonder if we could get through mission 10 in sub half an hour. Even with all the mistakes that we made, I think it might be doable if this was a much cleaner run up to this point. But if you could hit around the 30-minute threshold, then that would be really nice. With all the mistakes that I made and stuff, if I could hit around 30 minutes, then that would be nice. If this was a much more cleaner run up to this point, then I would try to gun for sub 30. But right now, I'm just loosening up my expectations quite a bit. See, I just want to see if at the end of the day I still got it, despite not having practiced for quite a while. Alright, there we go. And then last few enemies I believe spawn over here. So we should just get ready for those.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene! Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
Ooh. There we go, not too bad. Oh, I might have accidentally went a little bit too ham on one of my atomic bazookas. So I'm just gonna have to live with that now. I'm just gonna have to live with that mistake, but I don't think it should be the be-all end-all.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
Alright, last bit. Ooh, that was actually really clean. I didn't think I would be in such a good spot for that, but I just went for it anyway to see if I could get at least somebody. But that was very clean. Alright, Salt 30, even with all the mistakes that I've made so far, so we're looking really good. At least in terms of still being able to perform within some expectations. Yeah, we're looking pretty good so far. I feel somewhat confident that even despite all my mistakes, I can still put on a decent performance, if anything. So we are going into the second third of the run in around a 30-minute time, so we're actually looking really good. I remember back when I first started running GB4, trying to hit it was, I think my times were around like 35-6 around mission 10, but now we got it to sub 30, which is really nice.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Alright, excuse me. Oh, I don't think my bazooka came out with that one. Whoops. I definitely meant to fire off an atomic bazooka shot, but that didn't quite happen. Still playing okay though, so that's... So I'll say that's pretty good. I don't know why I kind of got caught over that sentence, but we're still doing pretty good. Ooh, we got a runner. Alright, there we go. Should be set for the last bit here. Not too bad. I'm trying to think, is there an extra set of enemies here? Okay, there was. Or maybe.
Here comes the end. Have we got what it takes?
Oh yeah, there was. Okay, I completely forgot. I was thinking I make a mistake somewhere,
Mission
or
cleared. Well done, everyone.
I was kind of wondering, but I have to remember, once we hit mission 11 onwards, we're gonna start seeing 4, 5 set waves now. So definitely blundered there a little bit due to a lack, I don't say a lack of foresight.
Now, Gundam battle.
There we go.
Ready, go! Congratulations! This mission was a success!
Not too bad. Alright, yeah, so we're getting 3 4s. So I have to keep that in mind. I have to keep that in mind now as I'm going along.
This is the coming!
Alright, let's see. 12. Reading ahead a little bit. So yeah, 4th set in wave 2. So wave 1, you just have to do the 3, and we should be good.
The mission is a go! What challenges await?
There we go. Alright, not doing too bad, and shoutouts to that one funnel for taking care of that one enemy that was all the way over yonder.
It's time for the final fight to
Oh, I wasn't even prepared for that. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even prepared for that. I was on the wrong spot. But once again, shoutouts to
Let's keep
Funnels
going.
for just covering so many of my mistakes today. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Not too bad. And then next group of enemies should be right around here. Alright, not too bad. And then the last bit is just on the other side here.
Here comes their ace! Get ready for a fight!
There we go.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work! The battle is tense.
Ooh, I didn't expect to
Which
get everyone
side
again,
will prevail?
but hey, we pulled it off twice.
Congratulations! This mission was a success!
Alright, let's see. We're looking pretty good right now. We are already at mission 13. So I want to see how much more that we could push this.
This is them coming!
Alright, let's see how this one goes.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Why'd you run? Why? Not the greatest start to this mission, but we'll just have to roll with it. Alright, hopefully we could try to bounce back from that.
Here comes their ace! Get ready for a fight!
I don't think it should be too bad. Did lose a smidge of time because of that maneuver, but all in all, I think we should still be
Mission cleared!
looking okay
Keep
for the
up
rest of the
good
run.
work.
Alright, we should be in a pretty good spot here. The last two should spawn around here somewhere, and then we should be good to go.
Have we got what it takes? Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
There we go.
Battle. Ready, go! That's it! The battle's over! Mission clear!
Alright, not too bad. Alright, 14. We got the perfect grade new Gundam, which actually exists now. Not the one with the real great fin funnel, but hey, at least now we have an actual perfect grade new Gundam. I remember in the past they kept saying, yeah, the perfect grade new Gundam doesn't exist. One of the made up Gundams that they made for this game. Nah, it's a reality now. We do have a perfect grade new Gundam that I have no idea when it's even gonna be released or something like that, but hopefully, okay, but not hopefully, scratch that. But hey, now it's a reality. Not the large fin funnel version, but who knows, they might make that as an extra P Bandai add-on or something. I don't know.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Alright, there we go. Just a little bit more to go here.
An enemy Gunpla
Beautiful.
emerged from the package.
Now I'm just gonna make sure I don't mess this up, because I know I will.
Unbelievable! A PG has just joined the battle!
There we go.
That's it! The battle's over! Mission cleared!
Alright, not too bad. Trying to pull off the cancel combo X strat on raid bosses is, I would say not always, but sometimes a little nerve-wracking, because if you mess it up, you whiff, then it really just feels bad.
This is the
Especially since I'm using a 2x special. So if I miss, I don't. So it's not really if I miss, but I don't have a lot of X attacks because of that, or like at times I could use the X attack because of that. So I have to. The shotguns really do help in being able to keep up the assault. But it's one of those if I miss, then it really feels bad.
The mission is on! Let's go!
Alright, there we go. Kind of rushed that one a little bit, but we should be okay.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package!
Alright, after this, we should be going back to Choco
Mission
Mountain
cleared. Let's keep
once
going.
again. And then I think then we should be... Once we get past this Choco Mountain, we should be pretty good. Alright, not too bad. Okay, that should be everybody. Just gotta keep moving down. A little bit. Alright, now we should have the last set here.
Oh my!
Beautiful.
A new mobile suit enters the scene. Mission cleared. Well done, everyone.
Alright, let's see how we do here.
It's time for the final fight to settle it all.
Really should have had some funnels going, but... I'll try and do that next time then.
That's it. The battle's over. Mission cleared.
Alright, not too bad though, not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Alright, mission 16. We are officially at the halfway point.
This is the coming.
Alright, how are we doing here?
The mission is on. Let's go.
A little bit disoriented at the moment. Alright, I believe we have to go over here for a bit if reading the guide and just from remembering. We go here and then we have to double on back for the last few bosses.
Oh my!
There we go.
A new mobile suit enters the scene.
Oh, this is the first one with a
Mission
5.
cleared. Well done, everyone.
Okay. Is this the one where you have to start going all over the place?
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene.
Alright, then let's be over here, I think, a little bit. Here we go. I think we just kind of hang around here, though, for the last few sets. So it's not too bad. And then just go to the back, and I think we should be good.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package. Mission cleared. Keep up the good work.
Alright, I think we should be good though. Not too bad.
Congratulations! This mission was a success!
Alright. Alright, so I know there's an ad break coming up, but since this is a speed run, I'm just gonna power right through it and keep going. So if there's anything that within the ad break that you guys miss, hopefully I should have this run up on speedrun.com. So there'll be any, if there's, or you could just watch the playback once the stream's done. But hopefully I should have this run up on speedrun.com. Last one I didn't, because of IRL stuff, and I just didn't get around to it.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
A little slow here. A lot of blocks coming from the enemies today. Okay. There's a lot of blocking going on.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package!
There we go. Yeah, and a lot of the enemies here, they were putting up shields.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
So that was a little bit unexpected. Alright, there we go. Ooh, did I really miss an enemy all the way in the back? Oh no. That is not good.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package!
Alright, you should be back here though. Alright, not too bad. Then we just gotta shimmy on over here. Then I believe once we're here, then that should be it for this wave.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
Beautiful.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
Alright, what do we need to do here? I know that since this is the open desert, I don't really have any reference points to work with, so we'll just do this and then hope for the best. There we go.
Great! Another mission successfully cleared!
Alright, not too bad. Alright, what do we have next? 18. 18 is another... Yeah, it's another one of the take out the target quests.
This is the coming!
Alright, there we go. Then once we get through 18, 19, it should be boss rush. And then just trying to see what else we have. I'm just trying to see what else I have to prepare for in the future. Okay, let's do 18 though. Let's focus on 18.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Okay, we should be in a pretty good spot for this.
Here comes their ace! Get ready for a fight!
Not too bad.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
Oh, it's the Wing Gundam ones. Oh no, if I mess this up with that sight running amok, that's gonna be pretty bad. Okay, good. Last two should just spawn at the end here.
Here comes their ace! Get ready for a fight!
Okay, we're looking good though, we're looking good.
Mission cleared! Let's keep going! It's time for the final fight to settle it all!
There we go, not too bad.
That's it! The battle's over! Mission cleared!
Alright. Alright, 19. So, boss rush, I hope that I could pace myself well and nail this on the first try. I know sometimes Big Zam lands in a certain way that just makes things a little bit annoying to deal with, but hopefully I should be able to still get a decent mission 19 here.
The mission is a go! What challenges await? A mobile armor! That should be a challenge!
Woo! If anything, this is the reason why I run the shotguns. They make the bosses, they make the raid bosses so incredibly consistent, and I don't have to worry about, oh, are things gonna go wrong? Am I not gonna have enough X gauge to use my attacks and whatnot? I don't have to worry about any of that because the shotguns fulfill so many, they fill so many holes that I was originally trying to work around, but oh, I actually can't believe I missed a shield skip on this one. Must have gone too slow. Even so, that was still 15 though. But okay, yeah, I still need to. If anything, this shows that I still need to do a little bit of work.
Let's keep going.
On the flip side though, with the shotguns, even failing shield skip, you just work so fast that you just... No, shield skip, yeah, it sucks, but you're not so penalized by it anymore. I think I was just too slow on the reflex there, because I didn't even realize that. Oh my god, I missed it again. I didn't think I was gonna miss it twice, but I think I'm going too fast now. Am I going too fast? I know that on casual, HP totals are lower, so now I'm starting to wonder, is there a maximum HP limit where if the boss passes that limit, then they will just go into shields? Because I know they were like trying to drop, but I'm now thinking, did I go too fast? And accidentally put the boss out of stun into the, from like the fall down stun or knockout stun into regular stun. I think I might have gone a little too fast there. That's kind of one of the things I was thinking about, where like in the original Mobile Suit Gundam, Amuro was struggling with the Gundam because he reached a certain point where the Gundam just could not keep up with him, which was me and the Switch 1. Now the Gundam's going too fast. With now with the Gundam and the Switch 2, we're going, once the Gundam got its magnetic joints, we're just going too fast now, and now it's kind of become the opposite situation where now I'm just trying to get a hold of all the newfound speed and power. There we go. Alright, last bit should be at the end here.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package.
Alright, not too bad here, not too bad.
Mission cleared. Well done, everyone.
I really do think now that not really I think the new thing that I have to work on is getting used to a more stable experience, especially since on the Switch 1 frame rates would drop and all that, and I'll have to just deal with all the stuff from, the Switch 1. Now with the Switch 2 just being so much smoother, it's like, it's showing me that I've just been truly shackled by the chains of gravity and Switch 1 hardware. So now I have to get used to playing on the Switch 2, if anything.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene.
There we go.
Mission cleared. Well done, everyone.
Not too bad.
That's it! The battle's over! Mission cleared!
So what are we at now? The last... I think we're at the last third of the run right now. And it's only been about a little bit over an hour too.
This is the coming!
I'm curious. I want to see at the end of the run how much time the Switch 2 is able to knock off in comparison to when compared to the Switch 1, which is where my current PB is. So I'm really curious to see how much time I can knock off.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Alright, we just have to loop around here. I believe there's another set that spawns here. I believe I got this and the previous the Delta Plus custom Delta Kai mixed up.
Mobile suit enters the scene!
Because I was standing here, but the Delta
Mission cleared!
appears
Let's
here.
keep going!
And I think I was getting this level in the previous one mixed up because of that. Oh, I should not have done that, but thank goodness for funnels. Alright, there we go. Last few should spawn at the end here.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
There we go.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
Alright, let's see how we do.
The battle is tense! Which side
Not
will
too bad.
prevail?
I thought I was gonna have to do a little bit more fighting
Great!
with that one. I was worried that even with the funnels, I was thinking I'll have to do a little bit more here. Alright, what are we looking at? 22? Oh, this is the only one with the lava sauna. The only mission that features that specific course. Or, I'll say yeah, course, stage. Was the only... Mission 22 is the only one that features the lava sauna. And then 23 is another take out the target. And then 24, we get to go gambling.
The mission is a go!
Alright, let's see how we do here.
Challenges await!
Oh, I was in the wrong spot. Oh no. A little bit of a blunder there, a little bit of a blunder. I think I got that level mixed up. I must have gotten this Lava Sauna level mixed up with one in DLC or something. Because I was standing here thinking that the Kshatriya was gonna appear. And then once I saw the F91, I was thinking, oh no, I'm really getting my GB4 level knowledge mixed up now. Even with my own guide in front of me. Alright, there we go. Should be a little bit in the front here. And then just have to wait for the end here.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene! Mission cleared! Let's keep going!
Ooh! Burning Gundam was trying to go for the slip there.
Congratulations! This mission was a success!
Alright, how are we doing? Let's see, 23.
This is the coming!
Let's see, 23. Let's see, going around. I had to do loop-de-loops, and then we go back to the perfect grade new Gundam map at the end.
Get ready! The mission is about to start!
Alright, first one. Alright, now we just have to move to the back here. Next two just spawn next to each other. Ooh, I did not mean to just whiff that. Oh no. A little bit on the slow side with that one, because I completely whiffed that Adley Bazooka shot. And then the last two should just spawn right here.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
There we go. No free money? Aw, no free money.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
Alright, there we go. Head back here. Alright, then we just have to head back to the same spot again, and we should be good for the last set of enemies here.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
There we go.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work! The battle is tense! Which side will prevail? That's it! The battle's over! Mission cleared!
Alright. Guess it's time to go gambling. Mission 24.
This is the
I'm going really quiet now because we're at the end of the run, and I kind of feel that speedrun focus coming back to me. So right now I'm just trying to imbibe in it a little bit, remind myself of what this feels like for future runs. Anyways, let's go gambling though at Las Vegas. Still my most favorite map in this game. I still wish that they did more funny levels like this for the quest missions.
The mission is a go!
But
Challenges await!
in a way, this kind of makes it a really nice one-off treat, if anything.
The shield is down! Attack the monolith now! You can't damage it while the shield is up! You can't damage it while the shield is up!
There we go. Alright, just a little bit more.
You can't damage it while the shield is up!
Alright, I have no idea. I think the boss is this way or like behind me or something. I don't know.
The two teams face off!
Oh, I completely missed. But you know what? That's fine. We'll just take it and just run with it.
That's it! The battle's over! Mission
Kind
clear!
of thinking that I should have waited just a smidge more so I could properly lock on. But sometimes things do be like that. But yeah, so once we do 25, then we are off to the races for the home stretch haste. Still playing the I'm still playing the funny Uma game, and
This is
I forgot to post about Leo Cup because Leo Cup I didn't even bother to prepare for that because Unity Cup dropped and people are trying to farm that to make better Umas. So I went back down to open for Leo. Could not prepare anything for the graded league. And I somehow still wheedled my way into finals again. Group B though, but I somehow even got first too. I don't even know how I managed that. I was thinking, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take what I could get. I don't even know how I won that PBH. Or at least I took first within like my group. Really small group though, but you know what? First place is still first place. Oh, that's not good. I don't know who hit me there, but we just gotta roll with it.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
Okay, there we go.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
Alright, next one should be just around here.
Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
Alright, this is the annoying one now, where and everyone just spawns all over the place. So you don't really have a choice in the grand scheme of things. Alright, last bit.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package!
Alright, beautiful, beautiful.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
Alright, a little bit slow on that one, but you know what, it's fine.
Great! Another mission successfully cleared! This is the coming!
Alright, let's see, what do we have to do here? So yeah, I think now this is where we just get 5 set waves non-stop until the end of the run. Or at least for the for the route to enemy missions, it's all just gonna be 5 set waves to the end.
The mission is a go! What challenges await? Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
Ooh, people getting stuck in the corner there, don't like that. Alright, next up. Did I miss again? Oh my lordy, I missed again. I think that was the second atomic missile from my atomic bazooka that I missed. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
Alright, then this one, well, this is another one where you have to go all over the place for this one too. So we really need to keep every funnel going as long as possible.
An enemy Gundam emerged from the package!
Alright, there we go.
An enemy Gundam emerged from the package!
And last bit should spawn around right side here.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
Ooh, I think that should be it for everyone. There we go. Still within sub 1 minute 2.
Mission cleared!
Thank goodness, because I know this level can easily go over a minute if I don't do it right.
Both teams are engaged in the battle!
Ooh, I had to run for that one.
Great! Another mission successfully cleared!
Alright, what are we looking at? Let's see, 27. Then 28 is the last route mission. 29 is the last raid boss. And then 30 is where everything comes to fruition.
This is coming! The mission is a go! What challenges await?
Alright, just wait up here. Ooh, a little bit of the shadows, just
Enemy Gundam emerged from the package!
going a little bit crazy for a bit. Okay, moving right along. Oh, I hope that actually did not go off. Oh, thank you. Okay, there we go.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work!
Alright, not too bad.
An enemy Gunpla emerged from the package!
Alright, there we go. Oh, I should not have done that. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. That was also the wrong attack too. Went to at least throw out funnels, but even that didn't happen.
Here comes their ace! Get ready for a fight!
Here we go. You know, I'm kind of thinking now, with how the raid bosses have been going, thanks to
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone!
the Mercury Shotgun, I'm kind of thinking if it's time to retire the idea of having two weapons for, or two X skills for raid bosses, because I always run the Twin Beam Saber Slash as my primary with the
Gunpla battle! Ready?
I'm getting distracted. Hold on, let me finish this first and then let me put my thoughts down on paper. Okay, so you see how I have the Tenkomaru Sankomaru for as like a backup in case I can only get one X gauge? Because the shotgun does such a good job at being able to get X gauge back, I'm kind of thinking if now is the time to retire that idea. If you're doing pure funnel missile, then I think you still have to run the one as a backup just in case. But with the shotgun, that does solve that issue. So since we have that affordance, I'm kind of thinking maybe we could switch that to another X skill, maybe one that could help with the regular maps, so that going into boss battles instead we just focus on shotguns, missiles, and Twin Beam Saber Slash to quickly take out the raid bosses. That's just my food for thought right now.
The mission is on!
But I think I might try that in a future run, where I'll switch out the one X skill for maybe another set of funnels. But that might be a little bit overkill, TBH. Might be a little bit overkill at this point. I'm just trying to think about it. I'm just trying to think about it a little bit.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
Here we go. Get some more money.
Mission cleared! Let's keep going!
Alright, there we go. And we should be in a prime spot for this. And then we just have to cross the gap one more time.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
There we go.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone! It's time for the fun.
Why did I mess that up again? I am getting a little too antsy. I'm getting a little bit too antsy with my special and whatnot. Or the limit breaks. I'm getting a little bit too antsy with that.
Great! Another mission successfully cleared!
Alright, let's see how quickly we get through this.
This is the coming!
Alright, let's see. I hope I don't mess this up. Because I probably will.
The mission is a go! What challenges await? Perfect grade! A strong enemy appears!
There we go.
Mission cleared! Keep up the good work! A mobile armor! That should be a challenge!
Ooh, Colleen 3 too on top of that. Oh, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough to hit Awaken, which is the
Let's
issue.
keep going.
So I guess in terms of being more efficient, we kind of have to give that up then for 29.
Strong attacks and skills. Be careful. Congratulations! This mission was a success.
Alright, last mission. This is not going to be a sub 140, even though playing through this, sub 140 seems so possible. But it was just from me just playing really bad that I kind of just dropped a bunch of stuff here and there. But
This is the coming.
the sub 140 for this category seems very doable. And and at least I'm just happy that at the end of the day, I was still able to make quite a few substantial time saves, plus having just a much smoother and just a much smoother experience overall. I don't think I've experienced At least gameplay wise, I don't think within me playing the game I had any frame rate drops or anything of the sort, which was really nice.
The mission is on! Let's go! An enemy Gundam emerged from the package!
I'm trying to think, I think this was the only level that I dropped from the last run that I did.
Here comes their ace! Get ready for a fight!
Okay, this time though, things went a lot more smoothly this time.
Mission cleared! Well done, everyone! Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene! Oh my! A new mobile suit enters the scene!
Alright, there we go. Last bit should be over here.
Here comes the ace! Have we got what it takes?
Not too bad.
Mission
Let's see if we could go for
cleared.
the sub
Keep up the
145
good
then.
work.
Let's see if we could get that. I think that's definitely doable.
Now, Gun Club battle! Ready, go!
There we go. Not too bad.
That's it! The battle's over! Mission cleared!
There we go. It's a little bit over the 140, but we almost saved about like a little bit under 15 minutes just from switching to the Switch 2. But at least overall, gameplay wise, things felt a lot more fantastic.